What's up guys, I am BlackOpsAmazing. Welcome back to another zombies video on the channel, where today we have the final episode of our Call of Duty Zombies comics. Number 6, we have the bio and also the last and final image to make up our collection. As always, if you enjoyed the video, a like rating would be very much appreciated. Let me know your thoughts on this in the comments section below. Make sure you are subscribed, and without further ado, when you're ready, let's get into this. Here we go. So this on screen is the cover art for our last and final COD Zombies comic. The release date is going to be August the 23rd, 2017, so still a few months from now. We've still got the 5th issue to release, and as you see, the focus on this seems to be Richtofen. Now, if we go back to all of the ones we've seen previously, the very first one that we had was again what we think is Richtofen, but a zombified version of him. This is Zombie Richtofen. And then the final one is Richtofen again, but he seems normal, or at least he looks human. And then we have all of the other ones, and once put together, they make an image. They all come together as one and make this one giant poster, which is pretty cool. Now, before we get into the official description, over the comics so far, we've had the Transit crew who are on a mission to collect the Canorium for Richtofen. They first off went to a few places, then ended up at Broken Arrow, where they collected the shard, a piece of element, and then once they had that, they travelled over to Zero Base, where they had their blood samples taken to, as Richtofen says, find out, or the machine had to find out if they were human, and then once that was done, they ended up in a fracture in a universe which essentially never had life to begin with. So our Transit characters being there meant that that world started to fall apart, but that world also contained the Canorium. It is a place where Maxis has been before. He'd built a facility around the Canorium to protect it, and our Transit crew went there and collected it for Richtofen. And where we left off in the last one was Stuhlinger trapped in a room with a bunch of cyborg zombies holding the Canorium in his hands. So let's see what the 6th issue has to offer. It says Misty, Russman and Martin have risked life and limb in order to follow the insane directives of the voice in Stuhlinger's head. They were promised escape, and all of the scars and bruises will be worth it if they end up somewhere that's not full of vicious zombies. But they don't know who's really being given the orders. Can they be trusted? So although it doesn't really tell us what's going to be going on in this comic, this is interesting because we know that Richtofen is the voice in Stuhlinger's head talking to him, telling him what to do. He's been telling the Transit crew over the years, over the past few months. He's the one who's been instructing them, telling them what to do, telling them that they need to collect the Canorium, telling them in Transit, Buried, Die Rise, that they need to activate the pylons, activate the signal. We know that this character's Richtofen, but of course, the Transit crew, they don't know that. They've never met Richtofen. They don't know who this voice in Stuhlinger's head is. Just one day he mysteriously came along and started to talk to him. So as it says in the description, they don't know who's really being given the orders. Can they be trusted? Can Richtofen be trusted? The Transit crew don't know who he actually is. He may have been talking to Stuhlinger all this time, but they know nothing about it, and this makes it seem like in the 6th issue, he's finally gonna be revealed. That Misty, Russman, Martin and Stuhlinger are finally gonna meet up and see him. So anyway, that's all I have for you for today's video. Hopefully you have enjoyed. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. The next issue, the 5th one, will be releasing next month on June the 21st, which I think I'm away for that day, so I probably won't be able to cover anything on it for at least a week. Make sure you are subscribed, leave a like rating, and of course we'll see you all in the next video. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.